Good afternoon, thank you for joining me. Welcome to Camnet TV Midday News. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. The headlines. DORA SILIYA distances herself from funding CADRES with huge sums of money. Youth fear government may use cybercrimes law against critics. Join me with the Midday News in detail after this commercial.
2021 is finally here. Zambia is at the crossroads heading towards general elections this August. In the world where fake news, biased reporting on national issues has become the order of the day, in a world where social media in most cases spills lies and exaggerated information, insightful coverage, Zambia needs one media. Living in a country where people are slowly promoting tribalism, hatred, bitterness and revenge, political temperature is heating up and people's hearts are perplexed. Zambia needs one media. Zambia being a Christian nation living under the lordship of Jesus Christ, the nation cannot afford a compromised gospel. Zambia needs a prophetic media house. For hope, peace and unity, Zambia needs Camnet television for non-biased, factual reporting, balanced opinion, accurate news coverage. Zambia needs Camnet television for national projects and development of our beloved country Zambia. Watch Camnet TV on channel 274 DSTV, channel 98 on Go TV and channel 106 on Topstar. Remember, Camnet TV is not just another channel.
And now the Midday News in detail. Perennial rains being experienced in Lusaka has left a trail of destruction of property affecting livelihood of many people. Most unplanned areas in Lusaka, such as Misisi and Kanyama compound, are experiencing floods due to the nature of the housing situation. Meanwhile, some people in Kanyama have complained that floods have affected their businesses and their general living conditions. They have since called on their lawmaker to lobby for the construction of a good and permanent drainage system. Meanwhile, Kanyama Member of Parliament Elizabeth Piri could not be reached for a comment.
Mutika kona manzi tachezera manzi bana na babebiso munyumba manzi fulu timbira manzi fulu manzi yangena munyumba mutiyangalize kona ise onani manzi soko madrenage kwatu kona tukolera manzi uko pamanza paka skulu bakutika bana poenda ku skulu manzi na muongena chapanga tele na manzi yanganepo kwa madrenage yazula.
Information and Broadcasting Services Minister DORA SILIYA has distanced herself from a video taking rounds on social media, alleging that she is funding some party cadres to destabilize peace, especially for her challenger and the Petauka Central constituency seat, Emmanuel Banda, commonly known as JJ Banda. Addressing the media on Monday, the minister, who is incumbent Petauka Central lawmaker, says the video circulating is fake and designed to cause public outrage against her and the ruling Patriotic Front. The minister has since lodged an official complaint to the Zambia police to help establish the person behind the video and that they are brought to book. A video of a man clad in Patriotic Front regalia with millions of kwacha is taking rounds on various social media platforms, a situation that has shocked many, especially that the name of the minister has been mentioned.
Mlega kuchukua minister wetu wamfwa elo napenda for 7 days wamfika sana huko bamisa wiwashupa sana wamfwa watu asiya ebaliko wamfwa so wikaweke shapo na futi elo futi twaraisa kwa kuina after 7 days wala mwenako na mwana ebo duka efe watunga wakateka wesu wali pera ba minister nda wana umona kebale tsunga leo kwatike pansana yo ya shani yo manje ya oyambero
I'm extremely disappointed with some people who are aiming at tarnishing my name and the image of government by circulating fake videos that purport me to have given people money to discredit people or to injure people. That video is absolutely fake, and it must be treated with the disgust and condemnation it deserves. I have since reported the matter to the IG, and it is my trust that the police will expeditiously address this matter. In fact, I want to belabor the point that videos such as that one are the very reason that government wants to make sure that we provide a safe cyberspace for citizens to operate in.
Some young people have opposed the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Bill before Parliament for the simple reason that the bill will shrink the civic space and hinder the country's democracy. The youths fear that government may use it to shut down the internet during the 2021 pause. The youths are concerned that the bill is a trap targeting cyber users, especially opposition politicians and other government critics ahead of the August 12, 2021 pause.
The country has managed to go past butane, but another contentious issue has emerged. The Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Bill is another issue that calls for attention. The bill is currently at committee stage in Parliament. The bill has good intentions, which is to regulate bad vices on social media, but however, it carries with it some bad clauses which may hinder the freedom of expression and the right to privacy, among other things. Speaking on behalf of young people, Grace Besa demanded that parliamentarians take into considerations submissions of stakeholders before enacting the bill into law.
As young people, we urge the members of Parliament before whom this bill will be tabled to consider submissions from youths, CSOs, NGOs, and other stakeholders regarding the dangerous provisions in the bill that need to be addressed before it can be passed. We wish to remind the representatives of the people that they too may at any given time fall prey to laws that limit their freedoms of speech, expression, and rights to privacy. We also urge fellow youths and citizens to read and better understand the implications of this bill so as to have a better form of opinion.
And Rose Mumba says the proposed bill violates the Bill of Rights, saying the country already has laws in place to deal with perpetrators of cyberbullying, adding that the bill may be used to shut down the internet ahead of the August 12 general elections.
The government takes over our cyberspace, they are most likely to shut down the internet also, because then they'll have control over it. And then if they do shut it down at that time, we're going to see things that happened in Uganda happening here, and that already is going to affect our democracy, which is why we're having this press briefing as young people, to send a message to say, we're not looking at this cyber bill just on the surface. To the first sight, it looks pretty good, but when you go into it and analyze what is being talked about in the cyber bill, then you see how threatening it is for us individual activists and for us as young people. Because already the media space, you've seen media houses being shut down for communicating information to the public. So now, as young people, we feel the social media space is a good space for us to be able to communicate what we feel is right.
The PF administration has the numbers in Parliament, and unlike Bill 10, they just need a simple majority to pass the bill. But stakeholders feel it will be wrong for the PF to seek to pass the bill using the arrogance of numbers. Patrick Soko, Camnet News.
In other news, the National Democratic Congress Party spokesperson says her party will not involve themselves in the back and forth automation with the party vice president Joseph Akafumba's camp. Addressing the media Monday, Saboy Imboyla notes that the NDC is not against the opposition alliance as it understands the benefits of belonging to one, especially in the forthcoming general elections. She says NDC is against the idea of calling the alliance by one party, which is the United Party for National Development UPND Alliance. She explains that all what NDC wanted was to have at least 30% of all elective opposition, starting at local government to parliamentary level. The UPND Alliance has been a source of confusion for the NDC at least for the past 5 days, which saw the top leadership suspending each other for failure to agree on the terms of the UPND Alliance.
If you know that you got that money in an illegal way, you can't report the money. Yes, so for him to have gone ahead to report the money, it means the money was acquired in a legitimate way, you know. And by the way, even when you hear our president complain that the government has squeezed him, don't think his level of brokenness or not having money is my level, you know? Or exactly. My level is more serious. People should understand that. For me today, when I say I'm broke, maybe I've got a 2 pin in my account, or maybe I've got a 1 question in my account. Another person will be in the negative. The president is a businessman. He has been a businessman in this country for a very long time. Okay? You should ask how much he was making. I think you as the media should go and ask him to say how much are you making per month. We've all supported the alliance from the onset. I'm sure you're even hearing us even in the media. We've always said we love the alliance, we want the alliance to work. But we don't want the alliance at the expense of our one birthright. To swallow us. We don't want to be swallowed by the alliance. We have the right to exist as NDC. There have been many alliances, like my colleagues have said, and those alliances have never insisted on others holding up.
Suspended National Democratic Congress NDC Secretary General Bridget Atanga has filed in a notice to discontinue a case against expelled NDC President Chishimba Kambwili. In this matter, Ms. Atanga was seeking a declaration and order that Dr. Kambwili was properly expelled from the NDC party where he served as interim president. In the notice of discontinuance signed by her lawyer Japhet Zulu, the complainant says the action against Dr. Kambwili and all her claims have been discontinued.
Just barely 3 days of filing a case before the Lusaka High Court seeking a declaration and order that Dr. Kambwili was properly expelled from the National Democratic Congress Party, where he served as interim president, the now suspended NDC Secretary General Bridget Atanga has filed in a notice to discontinue the case. In a notice signed by her counsel, Ms. Atanga says the action against Dr. Kambwili and all her claims have been discontinued. Last week, the 26th of February 2021, Ms. Atanga sued Dr. Kambwili in the Lusaka High Court on different grounds, among them that Dr. Kambwili was never elected to be the substantive position of the party president, and having been properly expelled, he had no powers to call for any meetings of the NDC. She stated that Dr. Kambwili was duly expelled from the party by its registration office bearers on the 25th of February 2021 on account of, among other things, gross discipline by refusing to honor the decision of the majority party members in their desire to formalize their alliance with the opposition political parties under the umbrella of the United Party for National Development UPND Alliance. The party SG had also alleged that Kambwili had failed to account for party funds. She had further accused the NDC leader of practicing witchcraft and unchristian rituals, which is in total violation. However, just 1 day of being dragged to court and 2 days of being expelled from the party. On the 27th of February 2021, Dr. Kambwili held a press briefing in Luansha in which he challenged this decision, arguing that it was illegally done.
Our manifesto, our constitution, it says the party constitution the party constitution clearly states that the party, through the National Governing Council or its original office bearers, can appoint a president until one is elected at the Congress. The party, through its National Governing Council, who is the Central Committee, can elect a president, or its original office bearers, who in this case are here, all of them, can appoint a president until one is elected at the council. I, Chishimba Kambwili, was appointed by National Governing Council in accordance with Article 24(3). So the claim that I was not elected, which you have taken to court, is baseless.
Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Well, that news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Midday News, but before we go, the headlines once again. DORA SILIYA distances herself from funding CADRES with huge sums of money. Youths fear government may use cybercrimes law against critics. Thank you for joining me. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Remember to always wear your mask, avoid crowded places, and always wash your hands for at least 20 seconds or use alcohol hand-based hand sanitizer. Stay safe and good afternoon.